it just the best car ever made? Slightly biased, of course. I thought I'd show you where I'm just starting to win a bit in a few places. Now if you look down there, I've redone the gearbox mount. That's all nice and tickety-boo, all repainted, brand new bolts, brand new bushes, everything's been redone. So that's looking nice. I've found many issues with this car, and one of them, the handbrake was, well, the way it was done was that the handbrake was actually rolling onto the prop shaft, and if you just look, there's a little line there. That's where it's digging into the prop shaft, but I've since done that and pulled it up into the floor on a P-clip. So I've made that bracket there. And the bracket keeps the cable in a certain position, so it's not going to snag on the prop anymore. And I've made that bracket and shaped it. The two rails is purely just a piece of piping that I've welded down either side, just to keep it in place. Everything's been paint dotted now in the yellow to try and keep it neat. I've gone over every single rose joint. All the rods have been out, all greased up with red grease. Everything's been powder coated. Paint dotted, I beg your pardon. On the back of the diff as well, the link rods. I've put new cups on the suspension, new springs on the rear coilovers. Crap, I've done so much. I found so many things that are incorrect on the car that I've been trying to put right, and for an amateur, it's like myself, it's a learning curve. But I'm getting there, bit by bit, bit by bit. This I'll explain a little bit more later. I'm in the middle of making this. Basically, if you're looking underneath the car, if you're looking under the car, that's your chassis rail there, and that's the other chassis rail, and your radiator's sitting here, along here. My dry sump oil pipe comes from the tank, which is this side, and was just hung along here, there, on one P-clip, which I just wasn't happy about. It might be a little bit over-engineered, but it's my car, it doesn't matter, does it? You know, it's only me, and it keeps me busy, it keeps me on the go. So where you've got the two holes in the chassis rails that were not actually doing anything, there was just holes in the chassis rail. My other Escorts have got it. I hate drilling holes, so I used them holes and put riv nuts in. So 2 riv nuts there, 2 riv nuts there, great. Then I've made this out of 2 pieces of metal, joined it up, and I've welded nuts behind. The reason why these nuts are in here at the moment is because later I'm going to paint it all over, and these are just old monkey nuts just to stop the paint going in the holes. But this is where I am on this right now. I've still got a way to go, and although I get on top of the list that I've had on this is the new list. I've still got to do the carpet, still got to do the grommets, still got to check the gearbox oil, still got to do bump rinds, still got to do little tiny 4mm nuts in the boot for the pure fuel pump door. I'll explain that when I sort of show more of the car that I've done. I need to get some number plates made. Got to put a new washer bottle in because I don't like the washer bottle, because it's a bit bit horrible. And I've got to do some heat shrink on some wiring. It's just going through it and doing bits and pieces. That's all it is. Front end's getting there. Bumper irons are done. This bumper iron was a rear bumper iron, would you believe? Yeah, there's no real surprise actually. That side's pretty much done. So as I walk around the car, yep, slowly. I don't know when it'll be. It's looking like it's going to be over Christmas now. That's when I think I'll be able to finally get it off the blocks. That's the alarm going off in the gym. Obviously got all wiggly in there, going across the sensor. So yeah, more of an update a bit later. If you like the updates that I do, please tell me, because I sometimes don't know whether to post these or not. But I'm just trying hard to keep people updated on certain aspects and certain progress parts of it. There's a lot I do, believe me, there's a lot I do that I don't show. If you want me to show more, please comment, and I will show you more. There's things like I've done on the accelerator pedal of this car. Was an absolute nightmare to push down. I don't think I can open the car tonight, or can I? Might be able to. But it was a real pig. When I was pushing this down initially, it was everything I had in me to push it down. I found out why. And I've problem solved it over a long period of time, if I'm dead honest with you. It took a long time to suss it. Took a long time. But I've done it. And before I end this video tonight, I'm a little bit overwhelmed because it's face cover of the page time, as we do it every month. I can't believe how many likes I got on the Rascal. The Rascal is still obviously quite popular. For the new followers that don't know what the Rascal is, the Rascal is that. That's the little car that I made. Anyway, I'm going to end this video now because, to be honest with you, this week I've actually found it hard. It's caught up with me a little bit this week. I'm absolutely on my knees because I'm out here every night till so late after a day's work. But that's my choice. But anyway, please let me know if you want me to give you more updates on all the little things that I do. I'm more than happy to do it. Just give us a yes or a no. Good evening.